What would you encourage to help others stay calm when money and timelines feel tight?
I guess first and foremost, sometimes deadlines really are hard deadlines, but sometimes they are artificial. So sometimes, like in my world, a lot of times a purchase agreement can drive a deadline.
Right.
So you've got a seller that says, close by X date. You've got a buyer that's jazzed about closing by X date. So that's what everybody's pointing for. But the reality is, what if there are legitimate reasons? Everybody's working hard. What if there are legitimate reasons that timeline needs to be expanded? Is it reasonable, for the stakeholders in that transaction, the bank, the buyer, the seller, realtors, if they're involved, others, accountants, is it reasonable for everybody to say, hey, first of all, evaluating, is everybody efforting towards that date in earnest? Are people really efforting and doing the hard work? But if the answer is yes, and then expanded time is needed legitimately, not fighting that,
Right.
recognizing that. And I think having the courage to talk about it in those terms, having the courage from the beginning to say, hey, your preferred timeline is or isn't, realistic based on where we're sitting right now. And then building a plan together that is manageable in a timeline that is manageable. So take out, as many of the artificial or extra stresses as you possibly can. Oh, sorry. So that you can focus on the ones that really you can't get past.